Hey garden family, I was editing videos today and I realized I did not post my April garden tour. So here's that video. Right now the garden is under construction because we are working on knocking down this tree here to give more light to this area here. Here in this area is where I'm going to trellis my grapevines and other vining plants, and I'm going to have a little tunnel that goes into my greenhouse here. So here on the side of the greenhouse we have an apple tree, 2 apple trees. I have this little DIY planter that I put here with some flowers and herbs, my patio peach trees, and 2 plum trees. So keep in mind it's very chaotic for now, but hopefully by next month's tour I'll have all of this cleaned up and ready to go. I ended up getting a green stalk and I really like it for vertical gardening. So I am going to get another one. Hopefully they'll have a nice Mother's Day sale and I'm going to pick up another one. I ended up ordering the 7 tier. The 7 tier was a little too high for me. I'm only 5'2". So I have 2 more planters sitting there and I'm just going to order a 3 tier and then just have 2 5 tier planters. My brassica bed is filling up nice and lovely. My broccoli here is starting to bolt, but there are a couple side shoots that I'm going to try to harvest. I ended up putting some chives right here in that Tatsoy's place. I have all kinds of stuff going on. Georgia Southern collards. I have some Brussels sprouts here, some purple cabbages, Ethiopian kale, garlic, and some lettuce down here. I believe this is red romaine. So far, companion planting has been working for me. In between here, I have like onions and garlic and just minor pest damage. There's some, there's still going to be pest damage, but the damage is very minor compared to my results last year when I had I didn't even implement companion planting and it was just all kinds of pests and disease going on. So here's one of my kale plants. Like I said, very minimal damage with companion planting. So I highly recommend companion planting. This is my celery. It's doing pretty good. This tatsoi is going to seed. We're tired of eating on this, so I'm just going to let it flower and go to seed. Some beautiful lettuce here. I can't wait to try this variety. I forgot the name of it, but it's really pretty. I'm in zone 6B, and yes, I have put out some of my peppers and tomatoes. I just started filling this bed up because I was running out of room inside of the greenhouse. So just a variety of different peppers and tomatoes I have in this bed. I'll do a video another day on the different types of tomatoes and peppers that I am growing. I also ended up getting a bunch, I believe like 9 new citrus trees to add to my collection, my citrus collection. And they are scattered throughout the garden. This is my very first Meyer lemon tree, and unfortunately it is not doing so well. So I'm going to have to figure out what the next steps are with this tree. This is one of the trees that got hit with that Arctic blast. So I'm going to see what I can do to try to save it. So over in these 2 beds here, I have some strawberries, a variety of containers back there. Like I said, I need to clean up my garden. It's a hot mess. A apple tree, I believe that's a gala apple, and then a peach tree over there. I used to have all of my trees over on the other side of the garden, but I ended up bringing them over here. I just wanted to bring them over here for more just diversity and pollination, better pollination. So here I have a Stella, no, this is a Bing sweet cherry tree. A variety of raspberries and blueberries and some blackberries over here. I have this sitting on top of just an old twin bed frame. More citrus trees over here. Eventually all of the citrus, because the greenhouse, I don't grow in a greenhouse in the summertime, it's gonna be way too hot. So the citrus, they're gonna hang out in the greenhouse come the next couple upcoming weeks. I have some collards over here in this raised bed, kind of hanging out in the shade a little bit. And then this is some Osaka purple mustard that's going to seed. That was really good, so I'm going to save seeds from this variety here. And then some more Osaka purple mustard that is flowering. Here I have the Jersey Wakefield cabbages in these beds down here. This is a climbing rose. I think it's stunted, but I'm going to give it some fertilizer to see if I can get it to grow and start climbing up this trellis here. Just some herbs on the side of it. I don't really have plans for this space just yet, but I'm going to figure it out. Have some parsley, some mint in this pot, another apple tree. I have some flowers here and more fruit trees on this side here. In these two beds here, I'm going to plant out some corn, some squash, and some climbing beans. I'm going to do the Three Sisters garden right here in this space. This is some pretty garden sage. I really like this. This is pretty and it feels amazing. Some parsley, bee balm. I have some collards here, but they are not doing all that in this space, so I might end up pulling them out. Some sage, onions that I interplanted here, and just some red romaine lettuce there. I have some peas here on the back part of this trellis here. I don't know. This is my first time growing peas, and I don't know if I'm going to grow them again because they're not easy for me to grow. So if you have any tips or suggestions on how to grow peas, please leave them in the comment section because I would really like to learn to love growing peas. But this year they have not been my thing. And I have 2 composting bins up and running finally. I really like this trash can method of composting. It's working out well for me, so I'm going to keep this way of composting going. And then over here in the corner, I have an apple tree that I am trying to air layer. This is my first time air layering anything, so wish me luck on that, and I'll keep you guys posted on TikTok if that is successful or not. And then last on the tour, I ended up investing in a fence to keep dogs, other critters, and things out of my garden. We've been having issues with dogs running into the yard and just basically harassing everything in my garden. So I am super thankful that I finally have a fence up so that I can protect my precious garden. So yeah, that was basically the tour. I'm going to end it with a messy greenhouse. I am working on getting all of these plants outside and planted. I am ready to kick off the season and get this garden season growing. So I look forward to growing with you guys this year. My name is Chanel. I am the Urban Sunflower across all social media pages. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and I look forward to growing with you this year. Happy gardening!